13.1 passenger load factor, percent.
75.472.87.4.576.175.677.778.479.081.681.281.0 number of aircraft, 8 year end, 4344475046475256 sources, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119. Business model. Aer Lingus adopted a small frills strategic approach, a hybrid between a traditional legacy airline and a low-cost carrier. 120. The difference lies in the services offered on short-haul and long-haul flights, with meals offered free on the latter only. The new strategy required considerable negotiation with the unions, and a consensus was reached that lower costs and a reinvention of the airline were necessary for its survival. The union concessions that arose from negotiations were detrimental to the airline's image. However, by 2003 the wage freeze had been lifted and there were 3,800 voluntary redundancies with no forced layoffs. These factors contributed to the airline's reported profits in 2002, 2003 and 2005, with only a small loss recorded in 2004. 120. Head Office. Aer Lingus Head Office. The Aer Lingus Head Office is located on the grounds of Dublin Airport in Fingal, County Dublin. 121. Dublin Airport Authority, DAA, renovated an existing building to create Aer Lingus Sheet Quarters. 122. The hub site. 123. The 9.9-acre, 4.0 ha. Former head office site includes the former head office building, the services annex, the Iola House, 124, the mock-up building, the Olsara swimming pool, and various smaller structures and buildings. 123, the head. An Airbus A320 in the retro livery at Toulouse-Blagnac Airport in 2011 before delivery to the airline. Self-check-in machines of Aer Lingus at Dublin Airport. Office building housed the corporate head office of Aer Lingus and its subsidiaries, and many administrative functions, employees, and car parking spaces were located in this building. The Iola House and mock-up building housed training facilities for Aer Lingus crew and office space. 123. This former head office is proximate to the former Ryanair head office. Brian Lavery of the New York Times said in 2004 that the proximity, described by Lavery as a few parking lots away, was a symbol of just how close the competition is to home. 125. In 2010, Aer Lingus announced that it surrendered Thelius on its head office building to the Dublin Airport Authority and that it would move its employees to Hangar 6 and other buildings in the airline's property portfolio during the year of 2011. The airline said that its head office building, which was stated by the International Business Times to require refurbishing, was too large for the company's needs following the Greenfield Cost Reduction Program. 124. On the 8th of November 2011, Aer Lingus signed the contract with the Dublin Airport Authority for the surrender of Thelius hold interest in the hub site. Aer Lingus would pay €22.15 million and interest to the DAA, with €10.55 million being paid over 10 years in annual payments, with each being equal size. The payments will involve a 5% interest rate per annum. 123. The former HOB site was redeveloped into Dublin Airport Central, with the Dublin Airport Authority planning to spend €10 million. The former head office became 1. Dublin Airport Central. 126, Employee Relations. On the 30th of May, 2014, Aer Lingus cabin crew staged a 24-hour strike resulting in the cancellation of around 200 flights and the disruption of travel plans by up to 200,000 people. The workers were seeking changes to the rosters, which the airline said that if implemented would mean the loss of 300 jobs in Ireland, which would have to be relocated to North America. 127 Sponsorships. On the 30th of April, 2015, it was announced that Aer Lingus would become the official airline of the Irish rugby team. On the same day, it was announced that one aircraft was to be renamed Green Spirit and wear our special livery for the Irish rugby team. Another aircraft would also be painted in the same livery. 128 Destinations. As of January 2023, Aer Lingus flies to 93 destinations throughout Asia, Europe and North America, including destinations in Austria, Belgium, Canada, Croatia, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, the Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, Turkey, the United Kingdom and the United States. Top airports by destinations in 2022, 129, Airports Destinations Dublin Dub 84 Belfast City BHD 9 Corco RK9 Manchester MAN 5 London Heathrow LHR 4 Shannon SNN 3. In October 2022, it was announced that Aer Lingus operations between Belfast City and London Heathrow would transfer to Aer Lingus UK due to Brexit-related requirements that a European carrier could no longer fly domestic routes within the United Kingdom. These flights were operated by British Airways under wet lease terms using the Aer Lingus UK flight numbers and call scenes. 130, 131, Code share agreements. Aer Lingus has code share agreements with the following airlines: SAD Smiley 132, Air Canada, Alaska Airlines, 133, American Airlines, British Airways, Iberia, Lagana, 134, JetBlue, United Airlines, Vueling, Fleet. Aer Lingus aircraft are named after Christian saints. 135, current fleet. As of December 2022, Aer Lingus, excluding its subsidiaries Aer Lingus Regional and Aer Lingus UK, operates an all-Airbus fleet, composed of the following aircraft: SAD Smiley 136, 137, Aer Lingus Airbus A320-200, Aer Lingus Airbus A320neo, Aer Lingus Airbus A321LR, Aer Lingus Airbus A330-300, Aer Lingus Fleet Aircraft in service orders passengers, 138. Note SI Total Airbus A320-20030174174 Airbus A320neo 26186 Airbus A321LR 8161681884 Airbus A321XLR 6 delivery scheduled from 2024. 139 Airbus A330-2000 and 3232432662482712582881 Airbus A330-10301530533132833117 total 5312. Fleet development. In January 2017, Aer Lingus announced its intention to finalize an order for 8 A321LR twinjets to develop thin a transatlantic route which cannot be operated profitably and fuel efficiently using a 330S. As of November 2018, the airline has orders for 14 A321LRs. 140, at the 2019 Paris Air Show, IAG agreed to purchase 14 Airbus A321XLR aircraft, 8 for delivery to Iberia and 6 to Aer Lingus, with options for a further 14 of the aircraft. 141. The first aircraft will be delivered in 2023 and replace their Boeing 757-200s in April 2020. Aer Lingus terminated their contract with the Irish airline CityJet, which operated 2 BAE Avro RJ85s on behalf of the airline. The aircraft were primarily used for the Dublin to London City route. Historical fleet. An Aer Lingus BAC 111 in 1982, an Aer Lingus Boeing 747-100 in 1980, Aer Lingus Boeing 737s in 1993. Aer Lingus historical fleet aircraft introduced retired notice transatlantic fleet Boeing 707-320-1964-1986, Boeing 720-1960-1971, Boeing 747-100-1976-1995, Boeing 757-200-20142-020 leased from ASL Airlines Ireland, Boeing 767-200-2016-2016 leased from Omni Air International, Boeing 767-300-1991-1994 Douglas DC-863F1990-1990 leased from Arrow Air Douglas DC-873PF1990-1990 leased from Air Trans Lockheed L. 749 Constellation 1948 unknown Lockheed L1049 Super Constellation 1958-1960 Lockheed L1011 Tristar 1989-1997 leased from American Trans Air, Caledonian Airways McDonnell Douglas MD 1119981998 leased from World Airways 2001-2001 European and commuter fleet Airbus A319-1002011216 Airbus A321-20019982022 Airspeed Console 1948195080 R42-60020032020 Aviation Traders Carvair 19631968 BAC 1-11 19651990 British Aerospace eBay 146-30019952006 Boeing 737-20019691992 leased from All Nippon Airways Boeing 737-30019871993 Boeing 737-40019892005 Boeing 737-50019902005 Bristol 170 Freighter 1952 unknown de Havilland DH.84 Dragon 1936-1938 de Havilland DH.86 Express 1936-1946 de Havilland DH.89 Dragon Rapide 1938-1940 Douglas DC 31940-1964 Fokker F27 1958-1966 Fokker 5019892001 Lockheed Super Electra 19391940 Saab 340B 1991199 Short 3301983 Unknown Short 36019841991 Vickers Viking 1947 Unknown Vickers Viscount 70019541960 Vickers Viscount 80019571973 Livery. On the 17th of January, 2019, Aer Lingus unveiled a new brand and livery. The refreshed brand includes a new type FS, refreshed shamrock and a new color scheme. The new livery consists of a white fuselage and teal engines and tail. All aircraft were expected to receive the new livery by the end of 2021. 142 services. In-flight services. From 2015 to 2016, Aer Lingus sold pre-packaged potato sandwiches on board some of their flights. 143, 144. In 2018, the company announced that it would offer a complimentary glass of wine or beer on transatlantic flights. 145. That year the company also announced plans to offer free Wi-Fi to SmartFare transatlantic economy customers. 146. In 2019, Aer Lingus introduced Airspace, its premium economy class. 147. Frequent Flyer Program. Air Club is Aer Lingus Frequent Flyer Program. It launched in November 2016, taking over from the airline's previous program, Gold Circle. Air Club consists of 4 tiers: the entry-level Green, Silver, Platinum, and Concierge. 148. The club uses Avios points as its member currency. Accidents and incidents. Aer Lingus has a good safety record, with no crash fatalities in over 50 years. A memorial at the site of the January 1952 crash. It has had 12 incidents, including 6 accidents which left aircraft written off, of which 3 were fatal, and 1 hijacking. On the 10th of January 1952, a Douglas DC-3, actually a civilianist ex-military Dakota, registered EIAFL and named St. Kevin, was en route from Norfolk to Dublin. It flew into a mountain wave triggered by Snowdon and an area of extreme turbulence, then crashed in a peat bog near Lly and Gwynant in Snowdonia, killing all 20 passengers and 3 crew. It was the company's first fatal accident. 149. On the 1st of January 1953, a Douglas DC-3 registered EIAC and named St. Kieran made a forced landing near the town of Spinal, England. Both engines failed after running out of fuel while en route from Dublin to Birmingham. All of the 25 passengers and crew survived. The aircraft was later written off. 150. On the 22nd of June 1967, a Vickers Viscount registered EIAOF on a pilot training flight stalled and spun into the ground near Ashbourne, killing all 3 crew. 151. On the 21st of September 1967, Vickers Viscount EIAKK flying from Dublin to Bristol scraped its wing on the runway and crashed on landing at the destination airport. All of the passengers and crew survived. The aircraft was later written off. 152. On the 24th of March 1968, a Vickers Viscount, registration, EIAOM, named St. Phelim, en route from Cork to London crashed near Tuscarora in the waters off the southeast coast of Ireland. All 57 passengers and 4 crew perished. The crash is generally known as the Tuscarora air disaster in Ireland. Part of the aircraft's elevator spring tab was found some distance from the east of the wreckage, suggesting that it had become detached at an earlier stage. However, the accident report reached no definitive conclusion about the cause of the crash but did not exclude the possibility that another aircraft or airborne object was involved. Following persistent rumors that the aircraft's demise was linked with nearby British military exercises, a review of the case files by the Air Accident Investigation Unit took place in 1998. This review identified several maintenance and record-keeping failures and concluded that the original report failed to adequately examine alternative hypotheses not involving other aircraft. 153. A subsequent investigation, 154, concluded that the accident happened following a structural failure of the port tailplane, and ruled out the possibility that another aircraft was involved. On the 2nd of May 1981, Aer Lingus Flight 164 from Dublin to London was hijacked and diverted to Le Touquet-Côte d'Opale Airport in France. While authorities negotiated with the hijacker by radio in the cockpit, French special forces entered the rear of the aircraft and overpowered him. None of the passengers or crew were injured during